Welcome children. Today we are going to see the new chapter of 9th standard mathematics, that is lines and angles. So, you know what about line and what about angles, okay. So, lines, that means these are intersecting lines and these are parallel lines, okay. So, if two lines intersect, then we call it as intersecting lines, and the two lines between them, if there exists a constant distance, that means this is the line and there exists constant distance, distance between the two lines remains same forever. So, they never intersect. So, non-intersecting lines are called parallel lines. So, like that we can say. And then coming to angles, acute angle, obtuse angle, right angle, straight angle, reflex angle. So, these are the angles already you studied in the previous classes, 7th standard, 6th, 8th, but just we recall and then we get into the 9th syllabus. Acute angle. So, you know that acute means below 90, measure of the angle is below 90 degree, this is called acute angle, that means 0 to 90 degree. Obtuse means 90, more than 90 degree and below 180 degree, they are called obtuse angles. Example of one picture I gave here, these are two rays, okay, and right angle 90 degree, exactly 90 degree measure is called a right angle. And then straight angle, that means at any point on this line, if you measure 180 degree, this is one line, and if you measure, if you get 180 degree, then that is called straight angle. And then reflex angle, that means more than 180 degree, angle measure greater than 180 degree, that is called reflex angle. So, capital R here I put to represent the reflex angle, which is more than 180 degree. You see, that means in picture I shown like this, that means this angle, okay. If you measure in this counterclockwise direction, it will be more than 180. So, that is called reflex angle. You can put a small r before that, the reflex angle we put small r, okay. For example, if it is A and O, if it is B, reflex angle of A O B is equal to, like that you have to write, okay. For example, if it is some 220 degree, you can write like that. This is more than more than 180, so we call it as reflex angle. And adjacent angle. So, what is called adjacent angle? Adjacent means simply, you know, if two members are sitting, then we can say one is adjacent to other, or two are standing closely, then we can say one is standing adjacent to the other. So, like that we can. And your house, your neighbor house is adjacent to your house, like that we can say. So, adjacent, the meaning is adjacent angle, nearby angle. For example, if you take this diagram, here this one ray and this black color ray is a common arm. A ray means in each ray we can say arm, like our hand, okay. So, like that this black color is the common arm and these two are non-common arms, okay, common arms, non-common arms. Common arms, that is, this is the common arms, black color, and the either side of that non-common arms are there, and this small x and small y are the two angles which are adjacent angles, which are called adjacent angle. They are nearby angles. And then vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles, simply you say in caps letter BOA, that is vertically opposite angles. So if two lines intersect, so these two angles, you see, if two lines intersect, so this angle and this angle, if you name it as AB, then A and B are equal and they are called vertically opposite angles. And this one, suppose if this is C and this is D, then A equal to B and C equal to this angle. Okay, angle A equal to angle B and angle C equal to angle D. This symbol stands for angle. Okay, so you have to put correctly. So angle A equal to angle B, they are vertically opposite. When two lines intersect, vertically opposite angles are equal. And then linear pair. So what linear means is a line, the pair of angles in a line. That means what? Simply we can say this one angle, this one angle. So this is a straight line, and so this is OA, you take as a ray, stand on this line. Okay. So this OA make two angles, angle 1, this is angle 2. Clear? Angle 1, angle 2. Then if you add these angles, angle 1 and angle 2, you get 180 degree, because that is the angle of a straight line. So straightened angle is what? 180 degree. So if a line at one point, if you measure the full angle of a line, you get 180 degree. So that is called straight angle. So here the straight angle is divided into two parts, that is angle 1 and angle 2. If you add, you get 180 only. So but 1 and 2 are adjacent angles also. You see here x and y are adjacent, nearby angle. So here 1 and 2 are also nearby angles, and we can say they are adjacent. One is adjacent to angle 2 and angle 2 is adjacent to angle 1. But if you add, you get 180 degree, then we can say the adjacent angles whose sum is 180 degree, they are called linear pair of angles. Linear pair of angles. So these are the main points you have to remember before getting into the exercise sums. So first of all, lines and angles. So about line means intersecting line, parallel line, and then about angles means all type of angles, and over this adjacent angle, vertically opposite angle, linear pair of angles we are going to see here, and we are going to apply all these points in the problems. Okay. And now in the book in page number 90, some basic terms and definitions are there. You just take what we discussed in the chart. Okay. Under that basic terms and definitions in page number 90, line segment is there. So line, I will read out, that alone you write. Under line segment term, a line with two endpoints is called a line segment. That's all. Okay. It is given in the book itself. And then ray. First of all, line segment. And then ray. For ray, a part of a line with one endpoint is called a ray. So under this ray, you write that. And next, collinear points. Collinear points. So in the bold letter, the terms are given, so you can be able to see in the book. If three or more points if 3 or more points lie on the same line, they are called collinear points, otherwise they are called non-collinear points. Okay. So, that also it is given in the book, you take it. And then angle definition, angle. So, under that I will read out, an angle is formed when two rays originate from the same end point, that means, so this is one ray, this is another ray, so this is O. So, O is the common point. From here, this is one ray, this is another ray. So, two rays originate from one common point. So, they form angle. So, angle is formed, an angle is formed when two rays originate from the same end point. So, that you have to take. Okay. And then the rays making an angle are called arms of the angle. OP, OQ are the rays and they are called arms. What? Arms. So, each ray is an arm. So, the two ray, this is one arm, this is one arm. So, generally two rays you can say two arms. So, and the end point is called the vertex of the angle. This end point O is called vertex of the angle. Vertex, this O, this is the end point of these two ray, and that is the common point for these two ray, common end point. So, that is called vertex. So, in this angle, this O is called vertex and this OQ, OP are called arms of the angle. Okay. And then already I explained to you, the next page you can able to see 91 page number, first paragraph, all those things given. An acute angle measures between 0 degree and 90 degree. You write acute angle, side heading and write that. And then a right angle. So, a right angle is exactly equal to 90 degree. And then obtuse angle. So, under that you write an angle greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree is called an obtuse angle. Okay. So, each term you write and under that you take that explanation. And then straight angle means a straight angle is equal to 180 degree. A straight angle is equal to 180 degree. That is all. Okay. And then reflex angle, an angle which is greater than 180 but less than 360 degree. So, I told you more than 180 means that is reflex angle. So, here they are given that 180 greater than 180 degree but less than 360 degree. So, you can take as reflex angle, so that one. And then complementary angles. So, two angles, complementary and supplementary, there are two terms. And now complementary angles, supplementary angles. So, complementary angles means two angles whose sum is 90 degree, then we can say these two are complementary to each other. So, that is called they are called complementary angles. And supplementary angles means if two angles whose sum is 180 degree, then they are called supplementary angles and we can say they are supplement to each other, supplement to each other. So, A is supplement to B and B is supplement to A. So, like that here also X is complement to Y and Y is complement to X. So, like that we can say the complementary angles and supplementary angles. If two angles whose sum is 90 degree, then they are called complementary angles, and two angles whose sum is 180 degree, then they are called supplementary angles. So, that is given in the book in the same paragraph. You take the term and under that you write the definitions. Clear? And then adjacent angles, I already told you adjacent angles. You see, this is A and B, C and this is D. So, this one angle and this is another angle, yes or no? So, let it be angle small a and small b, and we can say these two angles are adjacent angles. because adjacent angles have common point B, common vertex, that is here B is the common vertex and this BD is the common arm and BA, BC are the non-common arms. These two non-commons are either side of the present on either side of the common arm. So, this is common arm and this are non-common arm. So, either side of the common arm, non-common arms are there. So, this is the adjacent angles. Okay. So, there two adjacent angles are there, we can see. So, you see that in book itself they have given two angles are adjacent if they have a common vertex. In that second paragraph you write what I am reading now. Two angles are adjacent if they have a common vertex, comma a common arm and their non-common arms are on different sides of the common arm. Okay. So, the diagram also given in adjacently. Adjacently means nearby, the diagram also given. And then linear pair of angles. I already explained to you. Linear pair of angles means this is a straight line and you draw a ray from here, we can name it A, B, C and this is D. Okay. A, B, C, D. So, these two angles, for example, this is X and this is Y. So, angle X plus angle Y, if is equal to 180 degree, then we can say that X and Y are linear pair of angles. They are adjacent. They are adjacent also, but the sum of the two adjacent angles is equal to 180 degree, then we can say they are linear pair of angles. So, we can write that one and then vertically opposite angle, that is VOA, I already told you. So, vertically opposite angles formed when two lines say intersect each other, A, B, A, C, D and they are given, they intersect each other, then vertically opposite angles are formed. So, that alone you write and then we move to the exercise 6.1. And now coming to exercise 6.1, the first sum, AB and CD are the two lines intersect at O. The diagram is there. So, the two lines intersect at O and this OE is the ray which stand on CD. The line CD, OE is the ray stand on it and AB is a line, the same OE stand on it, like that we can take. Yes or no? So, given angle AOC and in addition with BOE, what are they? AOC. So, this angle and BOE, this angle. If you add, we get angle 70, measure 70 degree and BOD, this alone they have given 40 degree, but these two both together 70 degree. If you add, you get 70 degree, but we do not know the angle measure of AOC and BOE separately, but together 70 degree. To find angle BOE, this angle they are asking, okay, and the reflex of COE. Reflex of COE means what? First of all, we have to find COE, this angle, and then we have to find that reflex of COE by subtracting 360 minus COE, we get reflex of COE. Clear? And now we will start the solution. So, first of all, we take this AB line. In the line AB, we can take OC and OE are the two rays rays OC and OE stand on it. In the line AB, rays OC and OE stand on it. Therefore, we get 3 angles 1, 2, 3. Am I right? 3 angles we got it. So, we can write this implies AOC plus COE plus BOE. They are all equal to what? 180 degree, because straight angle. We know that they are form the straight angle because AB is a line, in the line AB. So, line angle, straight line angle is what? 180 degree. So, we are adding all these 3. Okay, the straight line angle is divided into 3 parts. So, we are adding all the 3 and we are equating to 180 degree. And then look at the given part, AOC and BOE 70. So, this one and this one, okay, we can put 70 for that. So, this implies COE plus 70 degree, that is equal to 180 degree, because AOC plus BOE they have given 70 degree, we can use that. Clear? And now COE angle is equal to 180 minus 70 degree, which is nothing but 110 degree. So, COE angle is 110 degree, we got it. And now we have to find reflex of COE. Therefore, reflex angle of COE, reflex angle, to find the reflex angle you have to subtract this 110 from 360. So, 360 degree minus 110 degree, what you get? That is 250. Am I right? So, you can easily get the reflex angle of COE, that is 250 degree. And now BOE angle you have to find. Okay, you see, now we got COE, this is 110, yes or no? This is 110. Now we got angle COE is 110 and we need BOE, this is what we needed, yes or no? To find BOE. So, BOE we need. So, now we can take this CD a line on which OE and OB are the 2 rays stand on it. Then we get 3 angles 1, 2, 3. Am I right? The same concept we use by taking line CD. So, in the line CD, OE and OB are the rays stand on it. So, therefore, we can have 3 angles, we can add it to 180, 110, that is COE plus BOE plus BOD. (180°). So, this is this you know that the sum of all the 3 is 180°, which is a straight angle 1, 2, 3. If this is the line, then these 3 angles are 180°, and we have COE and BOD. BOD is given in the question itself 40°. So, these 2 you can easily substitute. COE is 110, this is 40, again equal to 180°. And now angle BOE plus these 2 angle, if you add, you get 150, 110 plus 40, 150 equal to 180. So, therefore, angle BOE is equal to what? 180 minus 150 and we get 30 degree. So, that is all. We found all the question part to find angle BOE and reflex of COE. Clear? And now we move to the second question. And now coming to question number 2. So, this is the figure given, XY a line, MN another line, they intersect at O. From O, OP is a ray. Okay. So, the two opposite arms only form a line, that you know. So, OX, OY are opposite rays. So, they form a line, and OM, ON are opposite rays. So, they also form a line, and single OP is only the ray. Okay. And now from the figure it is given that angle POY. So, the mark is given, this mark represents 90 degree. Okay. You know that this is 90 degree. So, it is given there. So, you have to take POY angle is 90 degree, and the ratio of angle A and angle B is given 2:3, and we have to find AB, okay, and also C. So, the question is to find the angle C. C is this angle, what? XON, XON, that angle is C. So, angle C you have to find, that is the question. So, how to do this? So, listen here, A is to B is 2:3, then we can take, let A equal to 2x, B equal to 3x. So, x is the common ratio. So, you have to multiply with the given numerical. So, 2 if you multiply with x, 2x, 3 into x, 3x. So, like that we have to take. So, this is the measure of angle. Angle A measure is 2x and angle B measure is 3x. So, like that we can take it. This is our assumption. And coming to the figure, you see XY is a line, OM, OP are the two rays on it. Therefore, we get three angles, one is B, another one is A, another one is POY angle, which is nothing but 90 degree. So, we can write like this, XY is a line and the rays OM, OP stand on it. So, therefore, we get three angles. What are they? A straight line angle, a straight angle is divided into three parts. This is one part, this is another part, and this another part. So, three angles form a straight angle, that is XOY. This XOY is divided into three parts. So, now we can have angle B plus angle A plus POY. The third one is POY. All these sum up to 180 degree, that you know, that is straight angle. If you want, you can write here, because of the reason straight angle. Okay, 180 degree. So, B plus A. What is B? 3x. And what is A? 2x. Plus, and what is POY? 90 degree. From the figure you can get it. This is 90 degree equal to 180 degree. And now if you add 3x plus 2x, we get 5x, which is equal to 180 minus 90. While bringing this 90 to right side, becomes 180 minus 90 degree, which is nothing but 90 degree. So, 5x equal to 90 degree. Therefore, x equal to 90 divided by 5. So, therefore, x is equal to what? 5 1s are made of 5 8s are. So, x equal to 18 degree. And after getting x, by substituting here, we can get angle A and angle B measure. So, this implies angle A equal to 2x means 2 into 18, that is nothing but 36 degree, and B equal to 3x, 3 into 18, we get what? 3 into 18, so 54. 3 into 18, 54. Am I right? So, these are the two angles A and B. So, after finding this, we come to this C. So, now you take MN as the line and OX as the ray stand on the line MN, then the straight angle of MN is divided into two parts. One is B, another one is C. Have you understand? Okay, is it clear? So, now MN is a line and OX is a ray, is a ray on it. Okay, stand on it or on it like that. So, then we get B and C are the two angles. This implies B plus C, that is equal to 180 degree. The reason is straight angle. And now what is B? 54. So, we can have here 54 degree plus C equal to 180 degree. Therefore, C equal to 180 degree minus 54. Okay, and we can have that. Therefore, that is all. 180 minus 54 is 126 degree. So, if you add, you get 180. So, 180 minus 54, that is 126 degree. So, the first our aim to find what is A and B, and then with the help of that B, we can find angle C. Clear? So, we move to the next question. So, now coming to question number 3. So, PQR, so looks like a triangle, but ST is a line and QP RP are the two rays stand on it, they meet at P. Okay. So, like that it is given in the diagram, but what they are asking, by giving these two are equal, so angle PQR and angle PRQ, they are equal. So, now I am taking the equal angles as x. So, both are equal. So, this is also x, this is also x, like that we can take for our better understanding. Okay. And now to prove PQS, so this part PQS and PRT, so they are equal. We have to say they are equal. So, in proof, you see what we are going to do. So, first of all, ST is a line and QP is a ray on it, is a ray on it. So, therefore, only single ray we are assuming, therefore, two angles are there. So, a straight line is divided by a ray, so we get two angles. So, that is PQS plus PQR, they both equal to 180. The reason, straight angle. Okay, or linear pair we can say these two. If one ray comes which stand on a line, then these two are called linear pair. Okay, linear pair of angles. Okay, and now let it be equation number 1, or you can have in another way. Okay, let it be 1. And now the same ST is a line and RP is a ray. Then what happens? We get PRQ plus PRT, both equal to 180 because linear pair of angles, capital L, capital P, that means linear pair of angles. Okay. And now there we can name it as equation number 2. In both equations you can see 180 degree on the right side. So, therefore, they are equal. So, right side equal means in these two equation left side also become equal. So, from 1 and 2 we have PQS plus PQR is equal to PRQ plus PRT. Okay, this implies, I already told you the equal angles I assumed as X. So, PQR where it is here, you put X and write this as it is, and for PRQ also we can put X, is or no, plus PRT. So, equal value on the same side of the equation gets cancelled. Okay, X after cancel we get PQS equal to PRT. So, that is what the proof. So, this is the way. First of all, you have to consider a line and a ray on it, and you take the linear pair of angles equal to 180 and another the same thing, and then by comparing 1 and 2, left hand side equal, and you are cancelling the equal value on either side of the equation, and you get the proof. Okay, and now move to the next question. So, now coming to question number 4. You see, this is the figure given. So, from the figure we have to observe what is given there. AB is a line, OC one ray and OD another ray stand on the line AB either of the side. Okay, OC this side and OD this side, another side. Okay, so this point of contact all is O. Okay, and the angles formed by the rays, see X and these two ray Y and these two ray Z and OB and OD form angle W. All these are small letters, X, Y, Z and W are small letters. Okay, and the given part is X plus Y equal to W plus Z. So, X plus Y equal to W plus Z is given, and they ask to prove AOB is a line. AOB is a line, and but from the figure we can take that AOB, it looks like a line, but we have to prove it. AOB is a line. Okay. So, in proof part, from this figure, we have what? If you add all the angles X, Y, Z, W, we get 360 degree. Am I right? Starting from here, all angles. It means, okay, the complete angle. So, 360 degree. X plus Y plus Z plus W. This is equal to 360 degree. Within bracket, we can write complete angle. Okay, complete angle. Okay, now X plus Y, Z plus W. You see, the sum of X plus Y is equal to sum of W plus Z. So, either of these we can substitute. Either we can substitute X plus Y for W plus Z, or on the other hand we can substitute for W plus Z X plus Y. So, now I am taking for W plus Z X plus Y I am going to substitute. So, this implies X plus Y plus again for W plus Z or Z plus W both are same. So, commutative an addition. So, we can put X plus Y for this. Okay, X plus Y and another X plus Y, that is equal to 360 from the given part I am taking. Okay, this is one X plus Y and this is another X plus Y. So, we can have 2 into X plus Y, that is equal to 360 degree, and now we can write X plus Y equal to 360 by 2, which is nothing but 180 degree. X plus Y equal to 180 degree. You see, in the figure, x and y are the two angles, a pair of angles which is on this line, that is AB. But since the sum of x and y is 180, they form linear pair. Yes or no? Because they are adjacent angles, they form linear pair. So, a linear pair angles is nothing but we get from the line only. So, since sum of adjacent angles is 180 degree, comma, AOB is a line. If AOB is a line, then only the sum of these two angles will be 180. So, that is linear pair of angles. So, we get 180 degree. So, we can say AOB is a line. And now, moving to the question number 5. So, now coming to question number 5. So, this is the figure, PQ, that is POQ is a line, OR is a ray on it which is perpendicular to PQ. OR is perpendicular to PQ, it is given, and another ray OS is there which is between OR and OP. Okay. And to prove is angle ROS is equal to 1 by 2, that means half of angle QOS minus angle POS. So, this somewhat you cannot understand easily, but you listen carefully in what way I am telling. First of all, proof. OR perpendicular to PQ. Since OR perpendicular to PQ, so we can have POR is 90 degree. Angle POR equal to 90 degree, because either side this also 90, this also 90. Okay. So, angle POR is 90 degree, but POR angle we can split into two, sum of two. What are they? This one angle and this is another angle. Yes or no? So, POS and ROS. Why so we are not taking SOR? You can ask that. But you see, in this proof part, here the letter ROS instead of SOR, both are same, but for our convenient to pick up the neat things easily, you follow the same. Okay, ROS. So, we can write SOR or ROS, but for our need, for our convenient, we have to use the same thing, ROS, same pattern. Okay. So, now we can write this POR as POS and SOR. Okay, children. So, it implies POS plus ROS. This is ROS. This is equal to 90 degree, and we need ROS. So, keep it in the left. This implies ROS is equal to 90 degree minus this is POS. POS. Let it be equation number 1. Okay. And again coming to the next part, QOR is also 90 degree. Also QOR equal to 90 degree. So, that is a given in the question itself, because OR is perpendicular to PQ, therefore, QOR 90 degree. So, now this QOR we can split. How? In our splitting, ROS should exist. Okay. So, you see, angle QOR we can write as QOS. From that is obtuse angle QOS. From that one acute angle, it is ROS. If we subtract, we get QOR. Am I right? So, this implies just we are adjusting that. Instead of QOR, I am writing QOS. QOS. From that, I am subtracting ROS. That also equal to QOR. Am I right? You just look at the figure, then you come to understand what I am telling. Okay. Now ROS is there, so you adjust that. So we get QOS minus 90 degree, that is equal to ROS angle. Am I right? You see here. And now we can write that is, we can write as ROS is equal to QOS minus 90 degree, and let it be equation number 2. So, from 1 and 2, you see the left hand side is ROS. So, what should do now? Here in the proof part, again we have to look at the proof part, then only it will be easy to get the proof. ROS is equal to 1 by 2, half it is given. So, therefore, if you get 2 here, if 2 comes here while transposing to right side, it becomes 1 by 2. Am I right? So, you have to add. If you add these 2, you get ROS plus ROS in the left side, then you get 2 ROS, like x plus x 2x. Clear? So, 1 plus 2, that means what? Adding 2 equations, left hand side plus left hand side equal to right hand side plus right hand side. So, ROS plus ROS is equal to, what is in the right side? 90 degree minus POS. First you write this one and then plus. So, we are adding the sides. So, no problem occurs, but if you subtract, then you have to put bracket before the, because before that minus will come. So, you have to put bracket and you have to remove the bracket by changing the sign. Okay. But while addition, no problem, as it is you can write. So, here QOS minus 90 degree. You see how I am writing and how I am explaining. This is simplification concept. Okay, this idea you should have. You have to practice. By practice, it will come. Okay, and you see this is 2 ROS, that is equal to, you see 90 degree minus 90 degree cancel. This is plus, that is minus. So, equal value, opposite sign gets cancelled, and you see here minus POS plus QOS. So, you adjust first plus sign and then minus sign. For our convenience, we are writing, and that is a proof also. You see now nearing to the proof we are, sir, and you take 2 to the right side, what happens? This implies angle ROS is equal to 1 by 2 into QOS minus POS. Okay, children. Now, I think you understand clearly. So, this is the way to prove it. Next to sum. Now, coming to question number 6. So, what they given, we have to draw the diagram by ourselves by observing the question what is given there. See, it is given that XYZ equal to 64 degree. So, XYZ is 64 degree and XY is produced to point P. So, first of all XYZ, for example, I am just doing here, this is XYZ 64 degree, that is less than 90. So, you can draw like this, and you keep this as X and this as Z means, and then you have to produce this up to P. Okay. And then what happened? Draw a figure from the given information. If ray YQ bisects ZYP, so this is ZYP and you have to draw a ray, then these two angles should be equal. So, like that they have given. Okay. So, you have to draw accordingly, and you see what is given there. So, XYZ is 64 degree. After that, you have to produce XY up to the point P, and now this is a line, straight line. YQ is a ray, bisects this PYZ. Okay. Then, if it is bisect means, then these two angles are equal, because bisect means what? Making two equal half. So, angle A, angle B will be equal. So, these are the information we get from the diagram. Okay. So, diagram also we have to do that, and after that they are asking to find the angle of XYQ, XYQ. XYQ how you get? If you add these two, we can get XY, and then reflex of QYP. After finding QYP, then you can find the reflex of QYP. You do by yourself or you try, but I am doing now. Okay, you listen carefully. First of all, XYP is a line, and then YQ, since YQ bisects ZYP angle, comma, what do you get? PYQ is equal to QYZ. Okay, so I am considering PYQ as small a and small b. So angle A, angle B. For our better understanding, you put small a and small b, they are equal because it is given that YQ bisects this ZYP angle. Clear? And now XYP is a line, so therefore all these three angles sum up to 180 degree because of straight angle. Since XYP is a line, comma, angle A plus angle B plus this 64 degree sum up to 180 degree because of straight angle. Is it clear? And now we can substitute A for angle B. From here we can substitute. This implies angle A plus, instead of B we can put A because they are equal, and then again plus 64 is equal to 180 degree. So now we get A plus A to angle A, that is equal to 180 degree minus 64 degree. Clear? And 2 angle A is equal, now angle A equal to 116 degree. So angle A equal to 116 by 2, we get 58 degree. Okay. What is angle A? That is nothing but QYP. Therefore angle QYP. You see, they are asking to find reflex of QYP, but now we have found QYP is 58. And now reflex of QYP, this implies reflex of angle QYP. How to find the reflex angle? By subtracting 58 from 360 degree. So 360 degree minus 58 degree. So what you get? This implies reflex of QYP is equal to 360 minus 58, that is 302. Okay, 360 minus 58, that is 302 degree. So now we have found reflex of QYP. And another thing, XYQ. Now XYQ is equal to B plus 64. From the figure we can have XYQ equal to B angle B plus 64 degree. So we can write this B as angle B. So what is angle B? We found angle A is 58, therefore angle B angle A equal, therefore B also 58. degree plus 64, because angle B and this angle 64 together forms XYQ. From the figure we can easily see that XYQ is nothing but angle B plus angle 64. So angle B already we know angle A and angle B are equal. So angle A 58, therefore angle B also 58. So if we add these two, we get XYQ as, that is 122 degree. If you add, you get 4 plus 8 2, 12, 2 carry 1, 7 plus 12. Okay, 122 degree. So therefore XYQ angle is equal to 120 degree. So that's all. we finished the exercise 6.1 and worksheet will be sent to you. You finish that, and after in the next class you see the next two exercise. Thank you.